over $10,000 now in total sales, like $6,500 cash in my pocket in 1 month, which is 5 times the amount that I used to make at my full-time job. So it's been incredible, completely changed my life. This entire journey that I've had with Albie all started out with him messaging me on Facebook Messenger for me to go and be a second shooter at one of the weddings that he was filming. So I said yes, we went out there, we shot the wedding, everything went well, and then we went our separate ways. While I was at the wedding with him shooting, he was explaining to me how he's not even a year into the wedding videography industry, and he's already booked 40 to 50 weddings and made this amount of money through paid advertisements. And that really caught my attention. So I was like, dang, that's really cool. A couple days later, Albie had reached out to me again on Messenger, said he liked the way I worked. My clips were really good for my first time. And he offered me the opportunity to let him teach me everything that he knew and go through the processes that he went through to see if it would work for me. So he basically told me that I would have to go all in, balls to the wall, all or nothing, from day one to day whatever it took. He wanted to see if his success can be taught to make other people successful in the same industry using his strategies and methods. So of course I said yes, and from that day on everything changed. We started and we got right to everything. The first thing that Albie told me to do was to go and film a free wedding. Now, obviously, a free wedding video sounds very easy to do, but this ended up being like our very first struggle, like our first bump in the road. So I went out there and I was looking for a free wedding video. And again, in my head, it would be very easy to get a free wedding video, where when we started looking, people were getting booked a year out, people were getting booked no time soon, and we were in a rush. We needed to find this video for free, but we wanted it done in like 2 weeks. We wanted everything to be done and getting the ball rolling, but that 2 weeks that we were expecting honestly turned into like 2 months, I think. It took us about 2 months just to get the first wedding video filmed. The next step was to make my video and use that to get other videos. So here I am with my very first video that I've ever done. It looks all right, but nothing spectacular. And Albie says, all right, well, it's time to run your ads. He told me to do a couple things. He set my ads up for me, ran them at a set price, and they didn't work. So what Albie thought was gonna happen didn't happen. I was like, all right, well, it's the first time. We can change some stuff. So Albie said, all right, we're taking another route. We're gonna try a different strategy. Bang, bang, moral of the story. A couple days went by, some changes were made, and we saw some progress. We made, I think, $600 in deposits, cash, in about 2 weeks, I think. Then that little flurry kind of went away. Another 2 weeks had gone by and I got nothing. So I was a little stressed out. More time went by and Albie said, okay, he contacted me. We're gonna switch things up a little bit. We're gonna go a different route again and try some new stuff. So we did that, didn't work. So after the first time it didn't work, these switches didn't work. Again, another 2 weeks went by, still haven't gotten paid. And I was getting nervous at this point. I remember I had reached out to Albie and I was like, look, we gotta do something. And he was like, all right. So he explained to me about this, this advertisement that he had ran that completely changed his life, brought him from zero to hero. And so that brought my spirits back up and I was excited. So he did this, he told me we were gonna double down on it, full send, completely go after it, and we did. So we ran the advertisements after not making any money, and first day went by, nothing. Nobody even messaged me. So I was like, okay, well, it's only been 1 day, nothing to worry about. Second day went by, nothing. Haven't talked to Albie, I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, well, it's been 2 days. This is supposed to be the ad that's gonna do it. Nothing. Day 3 goes by. I'm in my head, completely overwhelmed. I'm like, dude, I don't know what's going on. I remember actually this one specific time, I was thinking to myself, I was completely overthinking, completely overwhelmed, stressed out about money, financial distress, in my head about just myself, because I was sitting there telling my parents, like, I'm doing this. I got them to believe in me, saying, look, I'm gonna do this full time, and now it's been 3 or 4 weeks have gone by and I haven't gotten paid. My money is running out. And I remember I was on the phone with Albie and I was explaining to him, like, dude, it's been 3 days, this isn't working. We both didn't know what was going on. Again, that was probably like the lowest point in this entire journey. I was, like I said, down and out, second guessing everything, 100% struggling. I was with my friend could even tell. I was sitting in Subway actually. And we were eating, I was stressed out. My friend was like, dude, I can even pay for your Subway for you. And I was like, I appreciate that. And it was bad in every single way possible. Even when I was down, feeling this way, explaining this way to Albie was always there to tell me, like, look, you're gonna have to wait. It may not happen overnight, all of this. He was always there to walk me through everything. Even at my lowest points, like I said, here I was second guessing everything. So I was at my lowest end. Albie was still encouraging me, like, look, we're gonna get through this. Everything's gonna work, we'll be okay. So he kind of like put that cushion there for me, like comforting me and everything, to where I still believed in everything. I didn't give up. Another day or two went by and boom, my first deposit from the ad hit. And I was like, all right, there we go. Albie was right. I'm not losing everything. I'm gonna be okay. So that gave me a little hope and everything. I was no longer in this dark place of regret and doing this in the first place. So I was uplifted a little bit about my first deposit from the ad running. And then the very next day, another deposit hit. And then the day after that, I think 2 more deposits hit. So here, I went from, in about 3 days, being at my lowest point ever to being on my high horse completely. I felt like I was balling. I was like, oh yeah, I just got like $1,000 in my pocket just from deposits alone. So it turned around very fast with this advertisement, and it taught me that you have to be patient with doing things like this, because nothing is guaranteed immediately. And Albie was right the whole time. He told me this was gonna happen. And even one of the main things that really helped with Albie was, even when I was out, down and out, he was there to help me, but he always had a second option to run to. So he would cover me saying, look, it's gonna be okay. Here's another thing that we can do. And boom, and we would try it. And this one ended up working after 5 days, I believe it was. From then on, I'm at day 35 of running the same exact advertisement now, and I've made over $10,000 now in total sales, like $6,500 cash in my pocket in 1 month, which is 5 times the amount that I used to make at my full-time job. So it's been incredible, completely changed my life. The things that Albie taught me have changed my life, and if he wasn't there throughout the entire process, I would still be struggling right now, 100%. So if you are a struggling videographer, or somebody who just hasn't even jumped in to videography yet, and you're looking into it thinking that maybe it's something that you want to start doing, I would 100% absolutely recommend wedding videography as the #1 way to go starting out. Financially wise, starting a professional looking portfolio, reliability on your clients, getting money up front to buy the gear that you need. You're literally, the all-around experience that you get from wedding videos will teach you everything you need to know about advertising, how to manage your money, how to just let alone use your camera in the best ways to get the most out of your camera. Overall, everything. So struggling, not struggling, new to video, weddings is 100% the way to go, to the gateway to success in videography as a whole. And Albie helped me step by step with his process, and it has completely changed me. I have now set myself up to where I have a whole plan for my future in videography, all because of shooting weddings with Albie.